All right, folks, we're here with Rebellion Unplugged, and this game totally caught my attention. Can you tell us a little bit about this one?
Absolutely. This is Joyride. It's like a Mario Kart Mad Max racing game.
Already love it.
The aim is to get through the numbered gates around the track as quickly as possible, beat all of your opponents round. First to complete 2 laps wins.
Okay.
The big thing is, you have to go through the numbered gates in order. It doesn't matter what direction you go through. So if you're ever knocked off course, and that will absolutely happen, you can just choose a different route, might even be a better route at the end of the day, and then carry on along your way. Yeah. So the game is powered using some D3s, and the number of dice you're using is going to be equal to the gear you're in. The driving system itself is pretty simple. Where it gets complicated is your opponents can really mess with you on their turns.
Okay.
So for instance, if you've got a car who's they feel like they've done the perfect job clearing a corner, but they've left their tail there, another car can come in, crash them out of the way, spin them all the way around. They might turn, add insult to injury, keep on going along their way. Being able to bash your opponents, really mess up their racing line. You can pick up different items when you cross gates, or they might be on the track. Things like rockets, oil slicks, mines, different things you can do to give yourself an advantage or put your opponents in a worse position. Yeah. So lots of things you can do to really, mess with your opponents. But equally, sometimes it can feel like you're quite a long way behind. But the way that turning works is you've got more control over turning in lower gears. When you're in lower gears, you're going at a slower speed. If someone else gears up, not only are they going faster than you, it's also whoever's in the highest gear is first in the turn order for the next round. So you can seize the initiative from your opponents by driving way too fast around a corner and just crossing your fingers that you're going to be fine.
Sounds absolutely amazing. And are each of the drivers different in any way, or is it all sort of are they all similar? Or?
So throughout the show, we're going to be showing them off with the same abilities for every driver. So in the game, you're going to have the same abilities for everyone, but each driver will also have a set of unique abilities. So these are, really capturing the theme of the car. One of them is an old junker, and the way that works is they have these junk tokens they can drop behind them on the track.
Love it.
Some of them are nothing. Some of them are an oil slick. Some of them are a mine. You've got the hot rod that's really about going as fast as possible, and so it can take damage to go even faster. The way damage works in this, you're never going to be knocked out. But what happens is your car is getting less and less effective. And so, at the end of the race, you might find you can't go into 4th gear, you can't pick up any items, and you can't lock any dice, and you're in a bit of a pickle, but you manage to crawl across the finish line.
Slide just over the edge. Yeah.
So you do have those moments where the really battered car has somehow survived and somehow got to that point.
The underdog.
Absolutely.
It sounds like a really good event game kind of experience. So you sit down with your friends, play a couple of games, maybe play with the basic setup, then switch it up, play around with the more experienced one.
Absolutely. And one of the really nice things is you've got the main board, and then you've got the gates, the obstacles, where your items come up is all changeable. So in the game we will have suggested course setups, but if there's a course that you really like, but maybe there's a long straight and you think, it's just too easy down there, you can just grab some of these obstacles and just chuck them down. You can just be like, yeah, sure, that's here, that's there, put this here. All of a sudden cars are going to have to be swerving around to try and get where they want to go. So if it's a game that you play and you really enjoy, then it's basically giving you a kit to create whatever races you want.
Absolutely love it. This seems like a game, Shay, you can nod or say no. This seems like a game that you guys would love to play in the studio, yeah? I think so? Yeah, definitely, right. I think we're going to have to get this one on the table at some point, yeah. So people can come and demo the game and have fun with it and stuff like that today, yeah?
Yes.
Well, across the entire weekend?
Across the weekend, we're demoing at the Rebellion Unplugged stand, so that's Hall 1, stand 342. And we're demoing the 2 to 4 player set, which is what you've seen here. And there's also a smaller 2-player board, so if you just want to go head-to-head with one of your friends, you can come play that as well.
Absolutely amazing. And can people pick it up soon-ish?
It's coming to Kickstarter later this year. So
okay,
at
cool.
the moment, it's just come, have a blast, and maybe come and join us for the Kickstarter campaign.
Yeah. And you'll be all set up for backing the campaign later in the year, which sounds amazing.
Absolutely.
So yeah, fantastic stuff. Looks amazing. Art sells great. You guys do amazing stuff anyway. We've played some of your games on our videos and that kind of thing. But yeah, really great stuff. Make sure to come and check them out. We're going to move on and dive into another video. Thanks very much again. And bye for now.